Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. They're getting this guy lathered up. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, get it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they capped it off with a touchdown pass.
For a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Green. Finds his man down the middle. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. Oh, the ball's on the ground.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quick strike complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. On the run, it's Donaldson. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Last time these two got together, it was the Mountaineers winning a thriller.
Man, they've been eating pepperoni rolls for a year in West Virginia after that close win last year, David.
And West Virginia did such a great job a year ago, keeping their composure. This is a big game, a lot of emotions, have to learn to handle it. Let's see if Pitt's ready for the moment.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Finds his tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. Get the guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Trying to get to it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the returner will be brought down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. The defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Makes the catch. It's Mumpfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Fox. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets stopped, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is
trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the risk.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Green. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion motion from the offense. They'll give it to the back. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Nothing but green ahead. At the 30. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Pitt. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible as he'll make it happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Offense gets set for second down. The give out of the gun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? To the air, it's Green. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So many rivalries built on proximity, and Pitt and West Virginia have been squaring off in their backyard since 1895.
And it's just crazy to think about. A rivalry that goes that far back, so close to each other, it means so much for a year. A year of bragging rights, Palmer.
Well, and the hate started in 1895, and every single year, every time these two teams play, you just see that on the field.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll run the toss. Keeps the legs moving. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
How about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball and tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south.
It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the feet.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Green. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get laddered up.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Got a man. It's White. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They believe they can run right here. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They couldn't draw him, but drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. That's caught. It's Ray. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. He's off to the races. Running through contact. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate, give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're trying to get to it. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Reels it in the end zone. try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Green. It's complete on the right side. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Power football with the run. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little more aggressive.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Green. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Good job in coverage defending your own end zone there, because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's White. Touchdown, Mountaineers! What a grab and go for the score. Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He's at the 40. At the 20. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
The Panther moving quickly to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
That's caught. It's White. Stops after making the catch.
So what's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space when you do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think of.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Going to try to get it himself. The expressway is wide open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
To the air, it's Holstein. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense ball has a chance to take it.
they understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score. Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
Avoids pressure. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Wyatt. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
The give to the tailback. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
It's hard to stop great numbers. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Back to pass, it's Green. He'll take a shot. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains, and they have the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him. He's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Nice job by the defense staying with you, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
On the option. He'll toss it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Zings it complete to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wide out in motion. Now well within striking distances. That third down play gets him a first at the 29. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, if that last incompletion is any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this fourth and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Panthers. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Ray. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Paulo, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line and one of the biggest games of the year.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job of getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. looking to pass. It's Green. Steps away. Lets it fly. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's White. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat. The linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
And now on second down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Ray. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
What a great individual effort for this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, West Virginia. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker.
And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Back to throw, it's Holstein. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. One more play to pad the stats. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It's caught. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year.